Hi, this is Leetcode question, Power of Heroes. This is the last question of Biweekly contest number 104. Now, to solve this question, let's take this example 5132. The first thing to do is to sort the array 1. After sorting it, comes 1, 2, 3, 5, and we are doing this because we are going to iterate over the elements from left to right, and when we reach some index, we know the element at this index is the maximum among all the previous element. Now let's calculate the sum power for all the group that has 1 as the maximum. So we start at index 1, and these groups is only this one, which is 1. So the power sum for this is 1 square, which is the maximum, multiplied by 1, which is the minimum. Now we move to the next index, and we need to have all the groups that has the maximum equal to 2. These groups are 1, 2, and 2, so we have 2 groups, and power for this group is 2 square, the maximum, multiplied by the minimum, which is the 2 itself, plus for this one we have 2 square, which is the maximum, multiplied by the minimum. And then we need for this index 3, all the groups that has maximum equally 3, and these groups are 1, 3, and we have 2, 3, we have 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 itself. So for this one we have power is 3 square multiplied by 3 plus. Now here we have 2 groups have the minimum equal 1, so the power sum for these 2 groups is 3, which is the maximum, square multiplied by 1, and we have 2 groups of these, so 2 is 2 to the power 1, so 2 to the power 1, plus we have only one group with minimum equal 1, so the power for this one is 3 square multiplied by the minimum 2. Now if you are confused about this is just sum of this one and this one. So for this one it's 3 square multiplied by 1, and for this one is plus 3 square multiplied by 1. Summation is 2 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 1, and this 2 is just 2 to the power 1. So we have 3 square multiplied by 2. Now for the last one, the group that has maximum 5 is 5, 1, 5, then 2, 5, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Now for this one power is 5 square multiplied by 5 plus. Now how many groups has the minimum 1? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we will do the same as we did here. We have 4 groups. 4 is 2 to the power 2, so we have 4, and inside it it's 5 square, the maximum, multiplied by 1, plus how many groups has the minimum 2? We have 1, 2, so we have 2 is 2 to the power 1, 5 square multiplied by 2, the maximum, and this is the minimum, and this is the number of groups that has the minimum 2, plus again how many groups has the minimum equal 3? We have only one group, so here we have 5 square multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1 is equal to 2 to the power 0, so this is 2 to the power 0. You can do the same for this one, it's 2 to the power 0. Now let's leave this for now, and let's take this example, this row. So if we take 3 to the power square as common, so we have 3 to the power square multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 1 plus 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 0, and for this part here, let's take 5 square as a common. So we have 5 square multiplied by 1, 2 to the power 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 1 plus 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 0, of course, plus this element. So this is in the code, we call this expression as the value. So this is the value, and for this one it's 2 to the power 2, and here we have 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 0. And as you can see, for this expression value, so the value is just without the 5 square, this expression, call it val, and for this one also val, this one is val. You can see here, this is the first element in the array, this is the first, and this is 2 to the power 0, then 2 to the power 1, then 2 to the power 2, and this one becomes 2 to the power 1. So when we move from this step to this step, we are doing this line is multiplying the val by 2 and increasing and adding nums of I minus 1. So for example, this one is 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 1, which is this expression here, 1 multiplied by 2 to the power 0 multiplied by 2 give us this value, and we add to it this value, nums of I minus 1, and this is represented here. Since 2 to the power 0 is 1, we are just adding 2, here we add 3, and here we add 1. So we start our value, our answer with this value here, answer equal power of num of 0, 3. So this is square multiply 1, this equal 1 to the power 3, and we start iterating over the element from the index 1, and as we set the value start with 0, and we multiply it by 2, and we add to it the previous element to form this expression here, then this expression, and we multiply this value by power of now the current one multiplied power of 2. For example, when we moved from this line to this line, what we added is power of 2. So the current value is 5 square, this is 5 square, and the value it's this one, this is value, and we have the power of 3, which is this element at the beginning, this is power 3 here. Just one more note is here I implemented the power function, so in case we have power let's say 5 to 3, we just do for loop and multiply it 3 times, and I did not use the built-in one because just in case this value is large, so long will not be able to handle it, and we can do, let's say x is huge, x multiplied by x, and then take the mod, then multiply it again by x, and that's all. The time complexity for this is big O of n log n.